Olarinwaju, Head, Training and International Cooperation, NILDS, Abuja, explained that the program was designed to enable participants understand the skills and methods for understanding legislative drafting assignments, bill analysis and scrutiny to improve the overall capacity in legislative drafting. For his part, Dr. Shaibu Danwaka of NILDS said that there is no better time than now for the training, stressing that the law should be drafted in a simple language that can be understood by all. The Delta State government has embarked on construction of Ekremu Street in Ukumagbale out Warri. The roads and drainage projects are being handled by Niger Carter Company. Correspondent Jocelyn Esiete reports that Ekremu Road project and completion would boost economic activities in the area. His report is presented from our studio.
Ekremu Street links other roads from Ojagbugbe and Osameda streets in Warri. On completion, the road, which has drainages on both sides, links Ovierugo, Onufegara, Dimoni and Poloko markets along the Okero-Borikoko road in Warri. Work on the project is moving smoothly as the contracting firm has moved personnel and equipment to site. Our site engineer told drtv News that all efforts were being made to ensure that the rain does not disturb their work.
The problem we have here is water but once we pump it out today, carpenter will body it and we must have here today. So we don't have any issue now that we have that rain that the lady yesterday will pump it finished. Once the carpenter taps the board, then rain fall, we have to stop the work. So, but once this pumping machine pumps this water out, the carpenter will body it with us.
Residents and other road users in Ekremu Street are happy that the Delta State government has awarded contracts for the construction of the road.
Very happy. I'm the happiest person that they want to start this road, especially this work that they are doing right now. Because at least the road will be very neat. No more mosquitoes. Malaria will be less.
Very happy because we are suffering, and without this road not be done, there is no way we can walk well. Even when the road is bad, gallop vehicle cannot come in. You stand in the major road. But now that the work is going on now, yes, it's a little bit sufferness, so but later we will enjoy it.
I pray that let them finish the work. That is my hope.
According to them, when completed, Ekremu Road will open up businesses and other opportunities for residents and transport operators.
Traders will be happy because tricycle will be passing here or through. Want to go to anywhere now, just stop tricycle. If you are going out now, we'll see tricycle immediately instead of going to Ojagbugbe to enter tricycle.
When they promise, let us push our business to go well.
The Delta State government, since the dry season, has embarked on an aggressive rehabilitation and construction of roads and drainages in order to open up more communities across the state.
The Supreme Court has adjourned the hearing of the application filed by the People's Democratic Party (PDP's) candidate Honorable Emeka Ihedioha to Tuesday, March 3rd, 2020. Ihedioha is asking the Supreme Court to set aside his judgment of January 14, 2020, the sacking from office as governor of Imo State. Report reaching drtv News says that the Apex Court adjourned the hearing due to an application filed by Kanu Agabi, who is the Honorable Emeka Ihedioha's lead counsel. Mr. Kanu Agabi-san told the court that Governor Hope Uzodimma had just been served with some processes and need time to respond. As coronavirus ravages countries across the globe, Nigeria disclosed procedures aimed at curtailing its spread at the airport. Minister of Health, Dr. Emmanuel Ehinare, who addressed newsmen on Monday, said passengers at the airports are not properly screened. He said that the federal government has applied procedures for screening of international passengers. The health minister explained further that no Nigerian has contracted the virus in China, adding that the airline that brought the infected Italian have been notified and advised to observe and monitor its crew members. Nigerians who reacted online faulted the screening procedures at the different international airports across Nigeria. Also, more than 68 Nigerians in Wuhan, China, where the virus erupted, had cried to the federal government to evacuate them when coronavirus was first discovered. The Olu of Warri Obiame has charged contractors handling the construction of a modern technical college in Omadino, Warri South local government area to ensure attended work done from start to finish. The monarch gave a charge when the State Commissioner for Technical Education, Mr. Bubemi Kolu, visited him along with the contractor of the project. The report.
The Olu of Warri Obiame expressed joy over the project, appreciated Governor Ifeanyi Okowa for his visionary move in bringing back to life technical education across the state, and also for citing one of the modern technical colleges in Omadino. The monarch also praised the Commissioner for Technical Education, Mrs. Bubemi Kolu, for her efforts and hard work in achieving so much in just about 6 months of the creation of the ministry, and charged her to keep up the good work. On the contractor handling the construction of the modern technical college in Omadino, the Olu of Warri challenged him to prove his work through the project, ensuring that he follows specification and deliver a good job, promising to ensure that the contractor is not disturbed.
You do a very good job. I will market your company to the whole world. I will have been that if we appreciate what you do for us. Nobody will be there to disturb you. My shifts will do that. So try and do your best and make sure that we get to the well executed. Yes. In concrete terms.
Earlier, the State Commissioner for Technical Education, Mrs. Bubemi Kolu, said she was at the palace of the Olu of Warri to officially introduce the contractor awarded the project to him, and also to inform the monarch that the contractors are ready to mobilize fully to site. The Commissioner stressed further that they were also at the palace to seek blessings and all necessary support to ensure each free execution of the project.
They cannot come into your kingdom and just go there without letting you know that they want to work in one of your communities. We decided to come today to formally inform you that the contractors are mobilized. They want to mobilize to site. They need your prayer. They need to inform you that they are here in your kingdom to work.
The Olu of Warri then prayed for the State Commissioner for Technical Education and the contractors for them to succeed in their endeavors. The State Commissioner for Technical Education, Mrs. Bubemi Kolu, was accompanied on the visit by directors of the Ministry of Technical Education and other officials of the ministry.
In another development, the Okubaro of Ogeme Kingdom, Owawa II, has called on President Muhammad Buhari to permanently solve the frequent attacks of herdsmen in Urobo land. The Okubaro, who made the call at his palace, noted that the frequent attacks have led to countless loss of innocent lives and property. The report.
The Okubaro of Ogere Kingdom, Okwawa II, condemned the recent herdsmen attack in Uweru Kingdom, describing it as wicked and barbaric. The monarch urged the federal and state governments to take tactical steps to solve the frequent herdsmen attacks on communities in Urobo land. The Okubaro called on the National Assembly to enact a law banning open grazing in Nigeria.
Now we put up a committee in place in the local government and indeed in this kingdom to collaborate with security agencies, the SSS, and every other security apparatus within the state and in Nigeria to ensure that the activities of herdsmen will not cause trouble unnecessary.
Okwawa II called on his chiefs to maintain peace in their areas and sustain their support for the Okowa administration. He commended Governor Ifeanyi Okowa for his development initiative across the state, especially in Ugeri Kingdom, promising to continue to mobilize his subjects to support his administration's programs and policies.
The Okoba recalled on indigenes of the kingdom occupying public offices to use such positions to attract development to the kingdom, noting that such persons will be honored with chieftaincy titles.
I want to thank God Almighty for the grace. I want to thank every son and daughter for the grace, particularly the chiefs who have been on ground to ensure that the kingdom is.
President General of Urobo Progress Union, UPU, Olorogu Moses Tiger, Olorogu Osiobi Okotie, Olorogu Dixon Oyomi, Olorogu Samuel Ariko, and Professor Mebele Dema, Provost of College of Education Warri, called for a collaborative effort in sustaining peace in the Ugari Kingdom.
You're on to the DRtv News. Details of other reports will come your way shortly. To stay with us.
Excellency is gender sensitive. He has not left women out of anything that he does. And every local government has at least 3 women as councillors.
I so much thank our governor. May God uplift him. May God give him long life.
They take care of us. I want to say very big thank you on behalf of the widows.
They do not have anybody to care for them, but the power understands their plight.
Paint manufactured by Jambon Industries with high technology, good quality control to withstand African tough weather conditions has maintained its reputation over the years as choice paint among master builders because Boneless paint is so colorful, so durable that for many years it does not fade. Hence, your building will be shining. Boneless paint is available in emulsion, gloss, test coat, and many other products. All stakeholders and executives in the construction business has given thumbs up for Boneless paint. Are you a contractor, a project owner? Boneless paint is available at any paint shop near you. Boneless paint. You build a house, Boneless will make it a home. Boneless paint.
I'm not able to take flight. Delta line is just the next option.
The excitement in everybody's face. It is a new dawn for Delta Line. It is quite adorable that our governor did this for us.
You're welcome back. In continuation of the advocacy visit by the Special Advisor and his team on rural and community development to interface with the President Generals and ethnic nationality leaders across the state, the Special Advisor, Right Honorable Emmanuel Okoro, will be in Delta South Senatorial District on Tuesday, 3rd March 2020. According to the statement by the Special Advisor on Rural and Community Development, Right Honorable Emmanuel Okoro, venue of the meeting is Isoko Development Unit Secretariat, Ole Roundabout, Ole by 12 noon. The statement adds that the special advisor and his team will pay a courtesy visit to the Royal Majesty of Yawa or Moga I, the Odiolubo of Ule Kingdom, at its palace in Ule at 11 a.m. prompt. The Delta State Waste Management Board has evacuated huge heap of refuse dumped indiscriminately in Warri metropolis by residents. The member representing Delta South on the board, Mr. Mufe Edema, who supervised the cleaning of the sports and other cleanup activities for 2 days in the metropolis, disclosed that some women have been engaged on a permanent basis to sweep some strategic roads in the area. Correspondent Felix Eko has details of the report.
The name Warri, popularly called Oil City, rings the bell anywhere it is mentioned in the world. Since 1999, the city has received different interventions by successive administrations in the area of environmental sanitation, occasioned largely by population explosion, poor sanitary habits of most residents, and lack of enforcement by relevant authorities. These interventions were all geared towards giving the city the desired facelift to justify its rating. Consolidating on the gains of past administrations in the area, Governor Ifeanyi Okowa has taken some deliberate measures to ensure the cleanliness of the Warri metropolis. Apart from creating an agency which also handles environmental issues in the Warri area, the governor has also taken steps to strengthen the State Waste Management Board to ensure effective waste clearing and disposal. The impact of the board since it was constituted in the Okowa's second tenure is reflective of the current improved look of the Warri metropolis. Sustaining the tempo of progress made in the cleanup of the metropolis, the Waste Management Board, through the supervision of the member representing Delta South on the board, Mr. Mufe Edema, on Friday 28th to Saturday 29th of February 2020, carried out another round of extensive cleanup of the metropolis. Largely achieved during the 2-day cleanup exercise was the clearing of some spots in the metropolis where refuse are still dumped indiscriminately. The spots are underneath the Ogunufly over bridge, part of the fence of the Kengowa Primary School, opposite Ulu of Warri Palace, Isobewe Primary School, Ekuredu Urobo, the stretch of the Agric Research Center fence on Warri Supply Road, and the one on Swamp Road, Warri, opposite Post Primary Education Board. The heap of refuse on these spots were cleared and evacuated to government-approved dump site in Agbaro. Mr. Edema appealed to residents of the area to assist government to achieve its goal by owning the environment, which will make them to ensure cleanliness of their environment at all times.
We are also appealing to the public, please let us own the environment. As we were going, we saw a mother with the children going to school, and they were taking things through the window. It's not nice, it's not proper. Let us help ourselves with all we are hearing all over the news. With this kind of thing, how do you, if there is any issue, it becomes a serious matter. Let's learn to keep our environment clean. Now, let's also patronize the PSP. If you patronize the PSP, we won't have this rubbish on the street.
During the 2-day cleanup exercise, Mr. Mufe Edema also supervised the sweeping and picking of dirt on some strategic roads in the Warri metropolis by women who have been engaged by the board. This, he said, is to sustain the cleanup effort by the Okowa administration for the area.
The governor, Senator Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa, has been very, very supportive. He wants a cleaner Delta, he wants a stronger Delta. The chairman of the board, Honorable Bazin, has been wonderful, and that is the result we are seeing here today.
As the Delta State Waste Management Board continues to carry out cleanup of Warri, one challenge it would have to contend with is the activities of lunatics who have continued to pose serious environmental problems, as some have turned abandoned bus stops and other available space in the metropolis to their homes. Felix Eko, drtv News.
The next stage of the DRTV Song of the Year, a music talent hunt show, comes up on Friday, 5th March 2020. A statement signed by the chairman of the committee, Mrs. Obese Songoyo, and the secretary, Comrade John Glover, says the next stage of the competition, which is the quarterfinals, will take place at the RMF Multipurpose Event Center at the Redeemed Christian Church of God, Chicana Mega Parish, Chevron Clinic, opposite Delta Broadcasting Service, Warri, by 9 a.m. The statement calls on those qualified for the next round to be seated by 8 a.m. It also adds that members of the public are invited to attend and share the participants. The winner of the DRTV Song of the Year Talent Hunt Show will go home with $500,000 naira and a record deal with others, while others will go home with consolation prizes. It urged corporate organizations, government agencies, and public-spirited individuals to support the program through sponsorship. Those interested should call the following numbers: 080-2328-1458 or call 070-390-44583.
And on sports, skills and talents were on display at the annual inter-house sports competition of Warri College, Warri. Education correspondent Jules Nesete reports that the Permanent Secretary Post-Primary Education Board, PPEB, Mr. Augustine Chukuma, and the Chief Inspector of Education, Warri, Mr. Solomon Onyenenwa, graced the occasion in which Mr. David Ejukunemu, who chaired the sports meet, donated a trophy to encourage sports among secondary school students.
The competitors from the 6 houses in Warri College, Warri, left no one in doubt as they displayed exceptional skills at the blast of the whistle. The students took part in the 100, 200 meters races for junior boys and girls, as well as relay races. Other races competed for by the students of Warri College during our inter-house sports meet were 400 meters races for junior boys and girls, long jump, sack races, among others. Parents, staff, and old students' races also added color to the competition, where the 6 houses also had march past. Mr. David Ejukonemu, who shared the occasion, the immediate past principal of Warri College, Sir Leo Onogbere, and another parent, listed the benefits of sports to students and enjoined parents to encourage their children in sporting activities.
Sports as sporting activities has been an engagement of education, not just for the mental and physical well-being.
Thanked the Delta State Governor, Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa, for making sports compulsory in schools. Saoni Musa, however, urged sports officials in Delta State to always tap from the talents discovered during inter-house sports competition. He also appealed to the relevant government agencies to check the perennial flooding in the school, among other challenges.
Inter-house sports competition should not just be organized for the fun of it, but an avenue for us to sport officials to discover and select children who are talented or gifted in different sports activities, and to bring them to the place where the sport can become useful to them in life as well as their state or the nation.
Green House placed the overall position, while red and yellow houses took the second and third positions, respectively. Other prizes were presented to houses and students that excelled during the competition, where Blue House came first in the march past. Joelson, etc. DRTV News.
Still talking sports. Grassroots sports was on display at Oguname Secondary School, Oguname Agbaro, a rural community in Uvele North local government area of Delta State. Community leaders and parents, including former chairman of the Delta State Waste Management Board, Comrade Olori Magege, applauded the competitors for their determination to excel in sports. Correspondent Joyce Nesiache reports.
Parents and students applauded the skills and determination of the competing 6 houses that strives for laurels at the inter-house athletics competition of Oguname Secondary School, Oguname Agbaro. Apart from competing in the 100, 200, 1,500 meters relay races, the students also showcased their rich culture among the rovers as they dressed in their native attire to the applause of community leaders, guests, parents, and students present.
Two whites. Plus pink. Blue, red, white.
Speaking, one of the guests at the sports meet, Comrade Olori Magege, who is a patron of Red House, said there are budding talents among schools across Delta State and the country. Comrade Olori Magege urged parents to always provide for their children's educational needs in order to excel in both academics and sports.
Sports in the open like this encourages our children to know the value of competition, straight competition, illegal competition, open competition. That's what sports is all about.
The Chief Inspector of Education in Ughelli North Local Government area, Dr. John Ojogo, said that the Delta State government made sports compulsory in all the schools, not only to raise standards but also promote sports. The CIA, represented by a senior education officer, Mr. Michael Agboro, lauded the authorities of Guname Secondary School, Guname Agbaro, for annually organizing the sports meet and enjoined parents to allow their wards embrace sports. The principal of the school, Mr. Erastus Ekbamu, adduced the feat so far achieved by the Delta State government in sports to the annual sports fiesta in Delta State. Mr. Ekbamu noted that apart from boosting the education sector, sports has acted as a unifying factor among the various tribes in Delta State and Nigeria.
This present government or the governor of this present state is a sport-loving governor. Since inception, so many sporting activities are dead have been revived by His Excellency.
We are happy that the amiable governor of Delta State, Senator Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa, and our commissioner for basic and secondary education, they are encouraging sports, and you can see it in the way schools are doing inter-house sports all over the state, and our Delta State students are excelling in different levels of sports. So we are very, very happy that the sports is going to develop in the state.
High point of the competition was the presentation of the overall trophy to White House, which came first. Pink House took the second position, while Blue House came third. In the march past, Pink House took the first position, even as other prizes were presented to students that excelled in the various races. The principal, staff, parents, and all students of the school also took part in the event, which showcased the rich culture of the Yoruba nation. Joel Theatre, the drtv News.
A Toyota full ash color has been reportedly stolen from where it was parked at Agbaro in Ughelli North Local Government area of the state. The vehicle with registration number Delta UGH04CH was removed from a compound at Orido Street, Agbaro. The vehicle has engine number AZ423589 and chassis number JTEHH20372016971. The ash-colored Jeep, which belongs to Ojoba Taye Maria, was reportedly stolen on Sunday evening where it was parked at Orido Street, Overi, Agbaro. Anyone with information that could lead to its recovery should report to the nearest police station or call 0803 455 1337, 0806 1225 755, 0813 8576 415.
Meanwhile, the police at Owe-Alaja is on the trail of suspected armed robbers that specialize on stealing cars that are parked by the owners. According to the police, in Owe-Alaja, a Toyota Corolla car with registration number SMK 506EA belonging to Mr. and Mrs. Uzezuhi was stolen at their residence at number 15 Ikeja, Christian DSC Township, Uruwuru, in Udu local government area. The statement revealed that the Toyota Corolla car was stolen on the 17th of February 2020. It enjoins anyone with useful information on the recovery of the car to report to the nearest police station.
Now to foreign scene. Our first coronavirus case has been confirmed in Moscow, the capital city of Russia. Russian authorities on Monday said that the patient had recently returned from Italy and fallen ill on February 21 while on vacation, and returned only to Russia on Friday 23rd, but started showing signs of a respiratory viral infection. It was gathered that the man sought for medical help and was hospitalized on February 27 with a test on Monday confirming infection. Russia has so far managed to avoid a large number of infections and introduced a range of travel and visa restrictions. Russia repatriated and quarantined a number of passengers from the Diamond Princess cruise ship in Japan, as 3 persons tested positive to the virus. 2 Chinese citizens in Russia were also infected and treated in Siberia. Moscow has imposed a near-total ban on Chinese visitors over coronavirus fear and has also disclosed real links with China while halting most flights. Russia authorities have also announced restrictions on travel to the country from Iran and South Korea, 2 countries hit by the outbreak. Nearly 90,000 people have been injected in over 60 countries and have been infected in over 60 countries, and more than 3,000 people have been killed by the coronavirus.
Still on health challenges across the globe, the Portuguese government has confirmed its first case of the new coronavirus. It was gathered that a 60-year-old man who had traveled back from northern Italy was confirmed with the virus. The government said it would extend its screening measures to people arriving from Italy, an European hotspot for the virus. Deaths from the coronavirus surpassed a green milestone on Monday, with more than 3,000 people killed globally.
And with that report from the foreign scene, we wrap up the drtv news. But before we go, a look at the highlights. As coronavirus ravages countries across the globe, Nigeria has disclosed procedures aimed at curtailing its spread at the airports. The Minister of Health, Dr. Emmanuel Ehinare, who addressed newsmen on Monday, said passengers at the airports are not properly screened. We also brought you the reports that the Delta State Governor, Dr. Fanyokowa, has commended the Nigerian Army for cooperating with other security agencies in tackling security challenges in the state. Governor Kowa stated this while speaking at the official inauguration of the Nigerian Army 63 Brigade headquarters in Asaba, the state capital. Thank you so much for being part of the news from Ogali.
Thank you very much. Thanks for joining us.
Glorious exits. With gratitude to God Almighty, with the families of late Pa Jacob Etidia Ojoko, late Pa Ogogo, both of Ugugele Agbaro, in Ugugele North Local Government Area, and Cornerstone Christian Church